Okay, this is for the COMM 101 83N class, and this deals with your critiques of your first major speech. And let me say a few things. Overall, not bad. In fact, in some cases, very good. There are a couple of things. Number one, you want to make sure that you've read all the directions. Where have you heard that before? You're supposed to turn in a speaker outline, and you're also supposed to turn in a preparation outline for this speech. It says it. A fair number of you didn't turn in both of them. Some of you only turned in one of them. Also, there's a deadline for me having received your photo ID by this time. Some of you have not sent a photo ID. That means that this speech will not be graded. I must have your photo ID in order to have proof that you are the person in this class. If you have any questions about that, give me a call in the office and I can talk to you about it. The usual problems. This is the shot. Take a hard look at it. Bust line to an inch or two above the head. That's the only shot I want to see. Got it? It's the only shot I want to see. Your audience comes into this shot. You don't have to take the camera around. I don't want to see a group picture. I want to see each individual this close so I have some way of judging how old they are, etc., etc. All right? Lighting. Notice the light on my face. I've got to be able to see your eyes and your whole face. I don't want to see you disappear into the background if you have a dark background, those kinds of things. It's all fairly fundamental. The microphone is on the camera. If the camera is way over there, then I'm not going to hear you. And especially if you have a room with a loud blower or ventilator or stuff like that, and your camera is zooming to a shot, and the camera is quite a distance away from you, then I'm going to get a lot of room noise and I'm not going to be able to hear you. I do not want to see a profile shot. I do not want to see a head-to-toe shot. This is the only shot I want to see. Okay, let's talk about how we did. GEMM, G-E-M-M, good job. You could smile. Your story is inspiring. Tell it with a little passion and some emotion. It is a great story, and it's kind of a fun story to tell. And it's one of those stories that the people you're talking to could learn from. So try to inspire them a little bit. Stand still. Don't rock side to side when you speak. Talk to me. Look right at the camera. I don't want you talking to the audience. I want you to talk to me, the camera. The audience can see you and hear you and all that stuff. Okay. A fair amount of room noise in the background. Try to get the room quieter. There are 5 things you can control. This is for everybody. There are 5 things you can control. Pitch, pace, sound, tone, rhythm and sound, same thing, and silence. Try to work those all into your speech. You can vary the loudness. You can get very soft when you want to make a point. You can be silent for a moment. That's the kind of stuff. So get a little variety in your speaking voice when you're doing your speeches. This is for everybody. It's not just for GEM. No more topics will be allowed on anything you talked about this time. Anything close to relating to martial arts will not be allowed. Okay? Just understand that. A nice job on flow. You moved from one point to another very well. You had and you weren't the only one. I'm very surprised. This is good. No real vocalized pauses. No tisk. That tisk sound is when people are talking and you get kind of a sound like that. When they talk, they don't realize that they're making that sound. It's usually more of a female problem than male, but men do it too. It was a very good story and well told. Nice job. Your timing was good. Everything was wonderful. Okay. This is Pocahontas. You posted your practice video in your speech 1. There is no speech 1 that I can find. So all of the comments I made about your practice video apply. I have no photo ID from you. This one is McLovin. Excuse me. Good story. Well told. You need more light on your face. Nice choosing of a background. It kind of helps. Too much headroom in the shot. See this? This is the shot I want to see. Watch the background noise in the room. There's other things going on, and I can hear that. and it's distracting for me and your audience. Work a little bit on vocal variety. Remember what I just said about pitch, pace, tone, volume, silence, that kind of thing? All right, work on that. Don't be so somber on such an upbeat story. I mean, it's a delightful story. You're talking about the birth of your children. It's a delightful story. Don't be so stone-faced when you do it. Show a little emotion. You're registered in this class under one name. You used a different name when you registered for where you're giving your speeches. You need to fix that so that you're always going in under the same name. Nice work. No distracting habits. Work on that smile. Work on getting a little energy, and fix the name confusion. All right, this is Lotus. Lotus, no speech, no ID. Darts. Stand still, don't rock, you know, this kind of thing, or this kind of thing. I couldn't see your audience. I didn't follow the distinctions that you were trying to make, or the, you know, that kind of thing. Or there were a lot of distractions too, so it was kind of hard to follow. Can't see you. It's the wrong shot composition. You need light on your face so I can see your eyes. There was only a speaker outline, no preparation outline. Very, very noisy video. It's very distracting, hard to hear you, and you're too far away from the camera. Don't say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to start. Watch that you get your endings, your articulation. There's no such thing as going, coming, being, doing. It's going, coming, being, doing. There's a G on the end of that. You said something. And don't end with thanks for coming, but don't even thank the audience for coming, that kind of thing. You almost needed a family tree. You needed a visual. It was very hard to follow. It got very complicated. Who is who? Who's married to who? Who's the sister of? Who's the brother of? You want to simplify your speeches when you can. Gumbo, no speech, no ID. Blue, you don't know who you are because I assigned your name. No speech, no ID. Swordfish, get closer. You have the wrong shot. You need light. You need light on your face. I can't see your eyes. Get the camera higher. You're kind of shooting up. I want the camera shot coming pretty well straight in. This one's still a little high. So basically, if I wanted the camera on the same level, I'd be up here like this. So I have the camera, lens, and your eyes on exactly the same level. Okay. Work on vocal variety. Get a little energy, some enthusiasm in what you're talking about. You have the vocalized pause, You have a lot in your speech. Work on that. There's way too many. Same thing on the G ending. You talk about welding when you think you mean welding. And you ran long in your speech. Your speech was posted 2 days past the due date. You have 2 names in this class. You're registered twice. So call the help desk for Connect Lucas and have them remove one of those names so you're not there twice, because for sure something's going to get posted in the wrong spot. Next is Green. Green, you know who you are because I gave you the name. I cannot understand you because I can't hear you. When I increase the volume, I also increase the room noise, and it makes it really, really bad. You have a blower, heating blower, in the room. When it finally went off about 2 minutes and 20 seconds into your speech, I could hear you better. I still had trouble hearing you. Stand still, don't rock back and forth. The audience was shown all wrong. There were only 5 people in your audience. I do not want to see a camera shot of the audience. The audience, one at a time, this shot, they walk in front of the camera. After that, you turn the camera around, and this is the shot I want to see of you. I do not want to see your audience while you're speaking. You had a profile shot into the audience. I have no outlines and no ID. That means you won't get any credit for this until I get an ID. If I don't get an ID, you are in deep trouble in this class. The speech was long. You only had 5 people in the audience. Your assignment was 24 hours late, so you want to make sure that you take care of that. Bestest, no speech, no ID. Okay. That's it. Let me just say, much better than kind of expected on a first speech. Build on that. Get some variety. Be thinking about how can you get a little expression in your face. Talk to me, not at me. Communicate with me. When you're talking to a friend, it's not all somber and all, the worst thing to ever happen in the world. You're enthusiastic. You talk. Your voice changes sometimes. Talk that way when you talk in your speeches. You're going to be much better at it. Good job. Nice start. Build on that. Everything will be fine. Also, I did the discussion boards. Guess what? Some of you didn't read the directions on the discussion boards. It cost you points. Some of you didn't post both discussion boards. There was a 1A and a 1B this week. Also, some of the discussion boards said respond to someone else. And it didn't just say hello. It told you specifically the kind of thing you should have responded on. Some of you didn't do that. You have got to follow the directions. You're losing points. Some of you have already taken the exams and done fairly well. Good for you. The rest of you, you have until Sunday at 11:59 p.m. to do the exam, so don't blow that off and not do it. Okay, if you have any questions, call me in my office. And other than that, again, feel good about where you are. Fix everything I talked about that's a downer is all eminently fixable. You need to do that. Okay, you do that, your scores are going to go sky high. Nice job, first speech. Work on it, build on it, and make sure I get those photo IDs. Have a great one.